and some of the best and brightest in the architecture school all went through that program. And they got the 5-year Bachelor of Architecture, first professional degree in architecture, and the professional degree in engineering. So it's not something that's new. It's not a new idea. It's been around for a long, long time. But, you mentioned Calatrava. A lot of great architects came to architecture through structure and through engineering.
Texas Tech is like that as well. You can do something of that. But the difference between just getting a regular engineering degree, I mean, there's some engineers that have structural degrees. They're structural engineers and an architect, or a mechanical engineer and an architect. The difference between architectural engineering is you have both mechanical and structures and construction management and your architecture. And yes?
I just had one quick question about the exams for licensing.
Yes.
Do you feel that an architectural engineer has more of a, I guess, or an advantage, I guess, instead of taking a 5-year professional?
Well, whenever you get out, whichever license you go through, you have to take a licensing exam. You have to do an apprenticeship. This doesn't stand in for your apprenticeship.
Okay.
The difference between architecture and engineering is architecture, you work for an architectural firm, and then you take your exams. In engineering, you have to take 2 exams. You have to take the fundamental of engineering exam, and then your apprenticeship clock starts, and then you take an exam at the end. But it's just a little bit different measure, but it's really pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Running out of time.
That's about right. So I think that, this, but, and so you're leaving this room with so much more information about how the professions interrelate, and what additional options that you might at some point have. And I think that's the underlying message and the thing that I'm most thrilled with Jim and with all of your alumni that have joined us and shared time with you. I continue to try and emphasize to all of you, just like Jim, when Jim would have been in this room, you have no idea what you're going to be doing in 10 and 20 and 30 years, or 5 years, or 3 years, probably for that matter. And information is, as I was thrilled when Dawn put that on the calendar on our announcement, and I think credited Ms. Garcia, didn't you, with it? Information,
Powers knowledge?
Powers knowledge.
Yeah, from Garcia.
So what I'm thrilled with is Jim has had a really intriguing life. He's shared that with you in addition to his current status. And so much of that has been energized by his experience here, and as well as his own initiative. And to Jim.
Good luck on your juries this afternoon.